a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome back. It's Youth Wednesdays here on the Tobago Updates Morning Show. And this morning we're going to be talking about Project B.L.A.C.K with ACP Collis Hazel. Good morning to you, Mr. Hazel.
Good morning to you, Miss Lois, and good morning to the rest of your viewers from throughout Tobago and the wider region.
Great. So, Mr. Hazel, can you start off by telling us a little bit about the Roxborough Police Youth Club and what exactly you all do?
Okay, so the Roxborough Police Youth Club, as you are fully aware, is no stranger to Tobago, the region, and the world. We are a trendsetter in setting the stage for human capacity development within the Roxborough and Roxborough community and environment, which have been providing a plethora of services for youth and the elderly and the vulnerable community for 33 years. Our organization is youth-led and is managed by young people who offer these services voluntarily without a cost in terms of being able to participate in these programs. And over time, we have been doing tremendous amount of working in sports, in culture, in education, in agriculture, in environment, and of course our elderly activity program that we do operate out at Roxborough.
And aside from the elderly activity program, you would have mentioned some other things that the Roxborough Police Youth Club is involved in terms of, you said, agricultural and that kind of thing. Can you speak specifically to some of the projects that the club has engaged in that would have impacted the Roxborough community and, well, Tobago?
Okay, so one of the project that we would have been utilizing quite recently is the establishment of a gym facility. Of course, health and wellness is part of our strategic alliance, and therefore we feel that being healthy, one can live longer, and we have established a community gym out in Roxborough. This gym operates daily, Monday to Friday, and even on weekends in terms of providing gym services to the community. And that program is going very good, I must say. Our gym instructor, Mr. Devin Melvin, has been doing a fantastic job in terms of ensuring that we are all well-shaped and healthy. Another program that we would have established is the establishment of our hydroponic green farm. This project started, the hydroponic has borne upon us as a new and improved way of dealing with agriculture instead of the more labor-intensive areas whereby people had to till the soil and stuff like that. And this program was an initiative first started with funding from the Digicel Foundation, and we continue in terms of growing green leafy vegetables, supplying the local and domestic market. Of course, we have some beautiful young ladies at this point in time who are operating that facility and earning an income. When we moved on in terms of our facility, we do offer a preschool at our facility out at Roxborough, providing early childhood education care to young people. Quite recently, we would have partnered with the Flying Tree Foundation and the Tobago House of Assembly in terms of doing an upcycling center, and that is in the area of environment. That upcycling center now provides an opportunity whereby we take plastic bottles and convert them into this byproduct in terms of crushing them and providing park benches, providing mats, and of course you have been seeing lumber, a lot of what has now been on the beaches, and we have just done some health centers in Tobago, providing that park benches that can be utilized of our plastic back, instead of going back into the environment, we are using it in terms of beautifying our spaces. With that, again, we do have a rigid cultural group, and that is where perhaps we would want to take off with the Project B.L.A.C.K. This cultural initiative that we have started, we do have our old steel orchestra, which is now being trained by Mr. Oliver Dennis, and providing training to our young students. We also have our dance troupe, and this troupe is now being led by Miss Crystal Bascom, leading the troupe, of course, under the tutelage of Mrs. Karen Berkeley Charles. We do have our drummers training as well, and these drummers are being trained at this point in time by Mr. Dominic, providing that service for them. And so when you come to Roxborough Police Youth Club, it is not to idle. This organization provides an opportunity where young people can utilize their leisure time in a productive way instead of falling prey to social ills. Not forgetting our recently concluding the Chief Secretary Night Football Cup, which has just been concluded. So this plethora of services that we provide caters to the need of the wider community.
And Mr. Hazel, I can imagine that all these services being provided by the Roxborough Police Youth Club, this is what would have led to you all receiving that national award as well as the National Youth Award. So if you could just speak to that a little bit before we get into Project B.L.A.C.K.
Yes.
Let's just let the viewers know exactly what the Roxborough Police Youth Club is, exactly what you all do. So what was the experience like in terms of getting to that place to be able to win 2 national awards?
Okay, so I must say that from time to time, when these awards come, we will find an opportunity in terms of trying to be nominated for them. Of course, excellent work requires reward, and that is part of the motivation strategy for the young people, so that we have persons outside there who knew our work, and of course they had the opportunity to nominate us, and we are very thankful for that. However, I think I must say, from where I sit, I am elated. I feel really thrilled that recognitions are paid and recognitions are shown to the organization for what it's worth. 33 years is really a long time, and therefore, as founder and leader of this organization, I can tell you that it has been a struggle, but one has to endure the struggle. One has to understand and love what you are doing in order to be in it. And I have seen the organization grow in terms of developing the lives and livelihood of many persons. You may well know that we have produced ministers of government, senators, police officers, carpenters, doctors, lawyers, all came through the Roxborough Police Youth Club. And we continue to be proud of them, and we continue to work with young people. I must make it that this is a team effort. Roxborough Police Youth Club run an executive that is managed by Mr. Tyreek Mahabal at this point in time. One of the things that we try to do is to conduct our annual general meeting and election of officers. We do function in a proper manner. If you ask us for today, we can produce our audited financial statements. This is the organization in which we lead. We are not about just a pickup shop and you come and you do what you want and you dictate to people. The organization meets. Even during COVID, we had the opportunity of utilizing the virtual platform in allowing the executive to constantly meet. So it's all about all these things that we do, and we, of course, doing these beautiful plans and not executing them is a failure. So therefore, our execution of those plans have brought us to the point where we are, where we see ourselves being successful in what we do.
Okay. And Project Black, the concert being hosted by the Roxborough Police Youth Club. Tell the viewers about that.
Project Black, of course, I entreat all of Tobago to come to Delaford Community Center on Sunday the 17th of December at 4 p.m. to view Project Black. What is the acronym BLACK? The acronym BLACK represents bestowing a legacy of African culture kindled against domestic violence. Now, how this came about is the fact that we spoke of the idea that we were very much involved in cultural initiative, but we became concerned as well that many of these programs that was recently offered by the Tobago House of Assembly to NGOs and CBOs, I'm talking about dance classes, drama classes, steel band classes, and all these cultural classes, they are no longer. And therefore, we saw, as of course, as a police officer, you see the mirror of social issues coming across the Tobago and among our young people, whereby they do not have that opportunity enough. And therefore, what can lend itself is the fact that they do not have that opportunity to participate in some of these activities again, and it creates problems. They can only focus now on iPad and these social media. We want, while we mention of taking them off of that, we also need to mention of having them involved in these other activities. So Project Black is an initiative together with the UNDP Spotlight Initiative, which comes to a close this 31st. So this initiative is going to be the final curtain as we bring the curtain down on the 16th day of activism of violence against women and girls. And we are using this concert as the machinery through which we can send the message against domestic violence. So most of the acts that you will witness, they will give an interpretation culturally against domestic violence and against violence against women and girls. So featuring on Sunday, you will see not only Roxborough Police Youth Club, but you will have Mason Hall Police Youth Club. We have Mount St. George Police Youth Club. We have Zante Dance Group. We have the Roxborough Gems. We have the St. Barnabas Anglican Mothers Union Choir, and a host of other groups that will provide cast towards this very interesting evening on Sunday. It is all free. Delaford Community Center is a spanking new air-conditioned facility. Come out on Sunday evening from 4 o'clock and enjoy what Roxborough Police Youth Club in support with UNDP and the Spotlight Initiative will do. We will have the resident ambassador and all the persons from UNDP coming over to Tobago to view this concert and what we have to give. And it's going to be a fantastic evening. So Tobago, please make your way up to Delaford Community Center and be part of Project Black, bestowing a legacy of the African culture kindled against domestic violence.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Hazel, for coming and chatting with us. And viewers, be sure to be there at the Delaford Community Center on Sunday, the 17th of December, 4 p.m. 4 p.m., right?
3 p.m.
3 p.m. Okay, 3
3
p.m.
p.m.
Sunday,
You're on time.
December.
You're going to be there.
Okay, wonderful. We want to thank you again so much, Mr. Hazel. Viewers, stay tuned. Up next, we're going to be chatting with the Interact Club of Southwest Tobago and the Rotary Club of Southwest Tobago. So remember to share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.